Right, let's get straight in. So I recently bought a DJI MP3, the latest addition to my fads, which started from watching the auditing videos. I watched a few of those online, watched how they went around to all the different companies and how they sent the drone up at the end of it, which really did spark something new with the sub 250 drones. Started doing a little bit of research, really got into it, liked what I saw. A few days later, one turned up on the doorstep. So there you go, we have the DJI MP3. This was the soft case that came with the Flymore kit. I did try it in there for a couple of days, but it really it's not for me. I don't know if I live a rougher lifestyle than the rest of you people, but this just seems to get smashed about, people jumping in the back of the car. It was just going to get broken in there, so straight onto Amazon, found the Cymic hard case, got that within a couple of days, light and dark difference, really happy with it, loads of extra space in there to put all the different bits and bobs. After doing that, I have sent it up in the air a couple of times. Now I've got to say straight off the bat, I am a total novice to this. But obviously before going into the drone scenario, after seeing him on the auditing videos, I thought to myself, get in there, do your research. I always like to do a lot of research before I buy anything or go into anything like this. So I did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos on YouTube, as we call research now, which is very informative. Right, let's have a little show you, see if I can show you inside of here. This has got space in the bottom. I do fit a large tablet in the bottom of there. I've got spare props in there. I've got some other props that I will talk about a little bit more in a second. These are the Master Air Screw props in red. After taking it up a couple of times, I noticed the birds around me. Thought process is, are birds going to attack the drone? Going into that, I obviously watched a few videos with the guys putting the red reflective tape on the drones. I ordered some of the red reflective tape off of Amazon, which I have literally just cut down myself. So it's not, well, for one, I don't want it looking a mess, and for two, it keeps the weight to a bare minimum. I got the thicker strip with the intention that there's more on there. I've got a friend that as soon as I bought the drone, he's had to go out, buy the drone. So I'll do his drone as soon as I see him. I've also put the strobe light on there, which was another Amazon purchase. I don't know how I feel about that being on the top there. It did come with some hook and loop pads that I've removed and put a 3M pad on the bottom of it, which does feel like it holds it really well. The only thing that I worry about with it being on the top of the drone, if it was to come dislodged in any way, what shape or form, it'd hit the props, bring the drone down, end of play. So I'm not overly sure if I'm going to leave it on top. The only reason that I wanted it really on top was I'm guessing any birds that are really going to go for the drone, birds of prey or anything big like that, they're going to come in from the top of it. So really I wanted the lights up on the top to do what I want them to do. I know if I want to see it at night, it may be better from the bottom. I think I'm gonna try it underneath. I'm not overly sure. I'm not 100% yet. Anyway, it's too windy for me to fly it today, but I just wanted to go into the basics, what I'd done, to see if this does combat the birds. There is a little place in town where I know that I can fly it, and I would imagine the seagulls will go crazy. So after I've done a couple more bits and pieces with it, I will take it into town and I will fly it up and see if they go mad for it, or see if these things that we're being told to put on there actually work. But yeah, that's the drone. Really over the moon with it. Did have to do the test, get the operator ID. I know, well, I did a lot of research, as I've just said in the beginning, and I'm guessing that you guys are doing the same thing because you're here now watching the video, and if you've not already got the drone, you're doing your research. Just doing that research, I didn't actually know it at the time, but when I went online to do the little test that comes with the operator's ID, I was nervous, you could say, because I didn't think that I'd actually done any research to get into this. Am I going to pass the test on this? Ummed and ahed about it, had a look online. You can see that a couple of people have done it, and they have said that you can do it multiple times, so it's no heartache to go in there, try it and see. But luckily, from what I'd seen online, I got 39 out of 40. It was a real common knowledge test. It's not anything out of the ordinary. It's simple things that you should know. And all realistically, if you don't know, go sit back in front of the computer and educate yourself a little bit more. The basic things that you should know anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to go into that. The other thing that I do is I always like to use DeWalt batteries to power everything. I'm going to make some other videos on different things that are powered. I've powered TVs, computers, laptops, bikes, everything off of DeWalt batteries. So I'm going to make a few videos on those. But I just wanted to bring that with me just to show you that when I get somewhere, if I've used a battery or I just want to top that pack up before I start, I'll literally just plug it into the DeWalt battery, let that charge it, and I've got plenty enough power then to last me as long as I need to be. You can tell that my batteries are well used just by looking at the state of them. But I don't know what everybody else's views are on the master rear screw props. As I say, I'm a total novice going into this, so I'm really open for anybody in the comments to let me know what you think about these props, because I did notice on one of the forum pages recently that a guy had crashed his drone, damaged his gimbal, and he was sending it in for repair. But everybody had ripped this guy a new backside because he'd still got a set of yellow props on there. Now, I did the research. These master rear screw props seem like they've been around 30 years or so. It does seem like they know what they're doing with them. I've not rushed into putting them in there yet because I want to see what a few more of you guys actually think about adding aftermarket props to your DJI drone. Get at me in the comments, let me know what you think, and if there's anything that you think may be better for keeping the birds away or anything like that, I would appreciate the comments. This is a learning curve for everybody, I'm expecting, that's going in with this with the same knowledge at me. I'm not an expert on it, I'm going in there, I'm open to anybody giving me a comment and just, you know, telling me a simpler way of doing things.